Good afternoon, everybody. How's it going? We got some Seahawks news on deck. Before I get into that, however, first I want to lead off by saying the white pill video is currently still in progress. It's a bigger video, it's a longer video, it's a little more analysis and content heavy. So it's not ready quite yet. I was going to try to get it up today, but I don't think that's going to happen. So odds are you're going to see it up on this channel tomorrow, hopefully in the morning. I just decided that I wasn't going to be able to make a good off-season plan video that quickly. And I was originally planning on getting all the pill videos up this week, but I don't think that's going to happen. And as I think about it, it probably shouldn't happen. Um, there's a lot of information to digest when talking about this offseason, this upcoming offseason for the Seahawks. So what I'm probably going to do is post the white pill video tomorrow. That is going to be the first one I make. And then I'm going to allow some discussion of it in streams. I might do a dedicated stream just to talk about that particular off-season plan, to see what people think about it and see what people are feeling like we could do that I didn't bring up. So that will be coming. I was planning on getting it up today and then uploading one pill video a day for the rest of the week, but that's not going to happen. So in this video, we're just going to go over some Seahawks news, mostly injury driven. There's some interesting updates we got from Carroll earlier today, and I wanted to go ahead and go over them and give my thoughts. So the big one, the biggest update we have from Carroll as of now is on Marquise Blair. So we know he got hurt. We know it looked bad. We know that we were kind of expecting this. But Pete Carroll said Marquise Blair will be out for the rest of the season, per Brady Henderson on Twitter. He's having surgery today on his fractured kneecap. That's his second season-ending injury in as many years. Ugo Amadi will take over nickelback duties full-time. They had been sharing that role. So, yeah, his season's over. And that will be a second straight season-ending injury. And going into Blair's fourth season, we still will not have seen him that much. Now, we saw him a decent chunk this year, and I think we saw enough to comfortably say that while he's not bad, he's not really good, and it doesn't... I don't feel anything for whether or not he sticks around for the future of this team or not. Like, he didn't ever do anything to make me think, oh, he's awful, I hate him, but he didn't do anything to make me think, oh, he's going to be a future great safety. I'm pretty ambivalent on him, so I don't know where he goes from here. If I had to guess, I would say that I wouldn't assume that he would be back next year. That's two straight season enders. I have to believe he's going to be a cut this offseason, or even if he does come back next year, we don't even know if he'll be ready for the start of the season, because we don't know how bad it is. It's obviously bad enough to keep him out for the rest of this season. So that is probably another swing and a miss in the draft for Carroll Schneider. And again, I didn't hate the player, but he didn't do anything to stand out to me in his career. Now, some of that was because he didn't play that much. I felt like we should have been playing him a little more than we did, but at this point, you can't, that doesn't even matter. So Blair's out. Some good news, however. Brady Henderson also tweets, per Pete Carroll's conference earlier today, early indications are that Darrell Taylor and Damien Lewis will be back this week. So this isn't surprising because they almost played on Monday. And if they almost play one week, you would expect them to be back the next week. Obviously, winning or losing for this team right now doesn't matter that much, because even if they can win some games, they're not going to be able to win enough games based off what I'm seeing right now. But Darrell Taylor and Damien Lewis are two young players who have a chance to be blue chippers going forward. These guys could be the stars of the show in the future. Darrell Taylor especially. I know people are a little down on Damien Lewis right now, but he is playing at a new position this year, blah, blah, blah. He's at least starter quality based off what I've seen so far. At least. He might be Pro Bowl quality too. Well, time will tell. But this is encouraging news. I have no problem with these guys missing a game if they need to, because right now winning and losing doesn't matter that much. But if they can be out there, then I'd rather have them out there because I want to watch them play and I want to see them develop. Now we go to Dwayne Eskridge. We got a little bit of an update from him. He's had visual issues since his week 1 concussion. That's what he's worked on during his 2 visits to a concussion expert in Florida. Returning tonight, Carroll said reports from that trip are positive, but not known if he'll practice tomorrow. At this point, just put him on IR, honestly. I don't dislike the Eskridge. I didn't dislike the pick. I didn't love it, but I was like, okay, when we made that pick. And I think he has the potential to be a good player. I think that he could be good in the right offense, but I don't want to go after a guy for taking a long time to come back from a concussion because those can be nasty, but watching Creed Humphrey over in Kansas City, and I know Kansas City's not really having a good season either, but you look at what's going on over there, it can't help but make you wonder. Like, to a certain extent, it's a snake bite because Eskridge getting concussed like that, we couldn't have predicted that, but still, I don't know. To me, at this point, I don't know what the point is of Eskridge coming back because this team is not good. Eskridge is not going to make them good. And Eskridge is going to be here for at least a couple more years unless he retires, which at this point doesn't seem impossible. So I part of me just kind of wants to put him on IR, and we'll see what's up in 2022. But probably not going to happen. If you're being straight honest, he'll probably be back in time to play some this season, but it's a frustrating spot because I don't want to go after a guy for getting a severe concussion on what probably should have been a illegal hit, but I don't know. I'm just conflicted. Yeah, I think you guys know. I think you guys watching this video know how I'm feeling. One last bit of news. Little bit of roster churn. The Seahawks brought Brad Lundblade back to the practice squad, and they released Danny Etling. So after bringing in Jacob Eason, they kicked their now 4th-string quarterback out of there, and Brad Lundblade is on the practice squad after, well, Kyle Fuller. Are we going to talk about that? Are we going to talk about what happened on Monday night? No. I say a couple nice words about Kyle Fuller, and then he goes and puts that performance out there. So, Carroll also said that Posick will probably play a little bit against the Jaguars. No doubt because Fuller played so bad against the Saints. But Lundblade, I don't know if he fits into any kind of plan there, but we did bring him back. And final thing I want to go over real quick is Jacksonville's Wednesday injury report. Again, whether or not we win this game or lose this game or win games or lose games right now, I hesitate to say that it's even worth thinking about for more than 5 minutes. But looking at this injury report, Tyson Campbell limited, Devon Hamilton limited, lots of pieces on this defense, lots of relatively important or at least somewhat important defensive pieces are limited in practice, so we'll definitely keep an eye on that. Miles Jack, their highly paid linebacker. J. Tufele, who was a guy I actually kind of liked coming out of the draft, did not practice with a hand, so he's currently in the worst shape of any of these guys right now. So this is just a quick and dirty rundown of the Jacksonville injury report. Again, we'll get more clarity on this as the week goes on, and right now my priorities with following this team are not about the games and who we're playing and whether or not we win or lose. It's about the big picture long-term stuff. But Jacksonville is missing a handful of at least somewhat important players on that defense. And they have some minor concerns on that offensive line, but we'll see if it ends up affecting them on game day. And that's your quick initial injury report rundown. I'll see you guys later tonight in stream. White Pill video hopefully coming out tomorrow morning. Peace out, go Hawks.